The world is weird.
And/or wonderful.
And I'm taking my curious pal, Ryan Bergara, around to explore every last little bit of it.
Hey, where are we?
Did you not get the memo about the fancy? This is a nice place. You didn't get your fancy shirt on?
What are you talking about?
I sent. Get your shirt on.
What do you mean?
We're dressing. This is a nice place.
Where do I even find a shirt? I didn't even.
Just change in your car.
Unbelievable. So hot in here. Fancy rough shirt and shorts look like a jackass.
Hey.
You satisfied?
That's good.
Where are we?
We're at Hollywood Lighting Plus.
All righty.
Hollywood, California. It's the season finale, folks, and we've pulled out all the stops. Feast your eyes on Hollywood Lighting Plus, Tinseltown's premier source for lighting fixtures of all kind, but especially chandeliers. Yes, this place is chock full of those gilded beauties. Founded in 1986, this specialty shop not only sells antique lighting fixtures, but also repairs them, and perhaps most impressive of all, creates custom chandeliers for, I guess, for people who need that sort of thing. We now turn to the wonderful Payman Reza, the establishment's owner and our tour guide, as we trip the light fantastic. Oh my goodness, look at this place.
It's so nice.
It's stunning in here. We're here with Payman. How long has this place been in business?
It's been here since 1986.
86, that's the year I was born.
Fantastic.
Oh
It's
my
good
God,
year.
so me and this place were sort of elder millennials.
I guess.
Aging up. Ooh, you got the hiccups
I got the
there, buddy?
hiccups. I got the hiccups.
Have you been here since its inception? You're the...
No, I bought the business in 2012. But
Okay.
in 86, there was a gentleman that came here from Venezuela and he started the company and he did really well, you know. He was here for all the way to like 2012 and then
Yeah, it's a
he
long
was,
time.
you know, decided to retire at 75 and I took over the business since then.
This is a personal passion of mine because I used to drive by this store every night on my way home from work. Shortly after I moved here in 2014.
He'd also park outside and watch you.
Now that's hearsay. You know, especially in the wintertime when the sun would set around 4 or 5 p.m., I'd just drive past and look at the beautiful glow of this place. Now we're on the inside and I just feel like I'm in the heart of an Arctic crystal. Where do you come across all these wonderful lighting fixtures?
Oh, well, you buy them from manufacturers and
Yeah.
some of them we custom make it, like this piece behind you.
This is custom.
This is custom.
I can tell
yeah.
it's huge.
The client wanted to have 5 tiers of lighting. This piece by itself has 72 lights going around and 12 lights in the center.
Yikes.
So they really wanted to light their place up. So
Yeah.
I could tell.
So someone asked you to make that, but it's still here at the store.
yes, because we just don't make one. So you have to make multiple pieces in case.
That makes sense.
You know,
so
there
if I
is an
came
issue
here
with it.
and I was
Yeah.
like, I would like a custom chandelier,
Yeah.
the Shane, you know, the chandelier.
Chandelier.
Then people could come in and say, I'll take the chandelier.
Yes.
And
So
we have-
I usually make 2 in case there's an issue with the first prototype. We have a backup.
Do you need
Wow.
somewhere to store the extras? Because I could help you.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
actually, well, perfect, yeah.
I could help you with that.
We're
On
not
the
getting,
house.
We're not getting free chandeliers
On the
today.
house.
I'm curious how one sort of gets into chandeliers
one-
as a business.
Well, chandeliers is not a business I would recommend anyone to go into because, you know, most people are moving away from chandeliers.
Is that so?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they still have their luster and old Hollywood looks and things like that.
Yeah.
But the younger generation is mostly into like recessed lighting and just functional lighting.
Boring.
Of all the towns to be selling chandeliers in, though, I feel like Tinseltown, of course. This is the place to do it. It's a town of opulence, of ornate taste. You know?
Yeah.
Don't you agree? Outside of selling chandeliers, it seems like you do a lot of fixing here, repairing.
Yeah,
In fact, you actually make lights out of things, lamps out of things.
Yeah, we have a lot of designers and clientele that come in and they have like fixtures that they want to electrify it and make it into a lamp fixture.
Oh, shit.
So we do that all the time, yeah.
Is that what you call it? Electrify it?
Electrify it.
I don't know, that's what I call it.
I like that.
That's awesome.
Electrify it.
I'm going to bring something in to get electrified.
Yeah. What are some of the most expensive chandeliers you've ever sold or made? Because like this seems
Yeah,
This is incredible. This is
yeah.
probably very pricey.
Yeah, this is about $28,000.
Holy moly!
So the largest chandelier that we have here, that's also a custom piece, and that goes for $75,000.
Are we ready to wander around a bit and take a look at some of these beauties?
Let's do it.
Okay. And there he goes. Well, with pleasantries aside, it was time to get an eyeful of some of these glistening wonders, and Payman gladly took us on a guided stroll. To bring a touch of elegance to the proceedings and to celebrate the closing of another great season of Weird Wonderful World, we brought along some $9 champagne and $8 caviar. Do know that we offered some to Payman, but he politely declined because he was on the clock. You gotta respect that.
Oh, is that warm? Let's see.
It's warm, but it's the summertime. Nothing like a hot champagne in the sun.
That's good. Oh boy, yeah. Now this looks like a haunted chandelier from Dracula's castle. I like that.
Yeah, that is actually from 1920s. That was in a client's home in Truesdale, and so is this chandelier. This is an Italian Maria Teresa chandelier with French gold finish.
Ciao, Bella.
Does anyone ever come to you and say, like, I want a chandelier, but I don't want it to be electric. I want candles on it.
Yeah, we usually have the reverse problem. So we have like chandeliers that are
built
like
for candles.
It was built from candles. We had one a few months ago. It was from Napoleonic era, from France.
Wow.
And it was all candles.
Did you see the movie Napoleon? They shoot a horse with a cannonball.
That cannonball just...
Yes.
Explodes.
You did see it?
That was pretty much the only interesting thing in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of sex in that film. A lot of sex.
It should have been called Josephine.
There was a lot of Josephine,
Yes.
not a lot of Napoleon.
No.
That's
It's
right.
funny when he died at the end, he was just like, "Whoa."
I was a history major in college.
Oh, were you really?
wow.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing.
Yeah.
This is majestic.
It's really nice to
seeing
be
this
here.
much glass.
It's not glass, it's crystal.
It's crystal.
You're right. Seeing this much crystal is so crazy.
Amateur hour, don't embarrass me like that again in front of me.
Hey man, anyone could think it's glass, okay? You know, it's crystal, I get
Now
it.
over here, as a man who clearly trucks in hanging lights, do you look at lamps like this with derision when you see them just sort of sitting there,
Yeah.
you know, gravity
So-
holding them down?
Right.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. But
But people still want them, you know?
yeah, a lot of the time the repairs that we do is like family heirlooms, like it's someone's grandmother or so. And you know, the quality of the older pieces is a lot nicer than today. So you can actually, it's worth repairing it. Most of the products today is just made to, you know, spend $40, $50 and throw it out and get another one.
Do you personally own any of these? Like, and you have them on display here to showcase them?
Yeah, there's some over there. I can show it to you.
We'll take a
Oh, I can
Yeah.
see it. That's cool.
You don't know which one he was pointing to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny? Like, there's
One
one
of
over
the
there.
150 pieces
There's one right there.
over there.
Right there.
And that one there, yeah.
Do you have any affinity for any certain like era or style? Like some people like those Tiffany lamps, you know, that
Yeah,
sort of look.
Tiffany is not necessarily the nicest era of lighting, but
Is it? Oh, you got some
Yeah.
opinions, huh?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. What's your favorite sort of era?
When it comes to chandeliers, honestly,
Folklore.
1920s, the Art Deco, they have some really
Yeah.
nice pieces. some
They were going
really
crazy
nice,
in that Art Deco.
Right, really
Yeah.
nice German pieces, and then you
I'm a
have-
really nice German piece.
There you
I'm
go.
not cheer. I didn't cheers him for that. He cheers me.
Now I noticed this one here. Let's sort
It'd be
of
hard to not.
let's promenade around it.
This is also a custom piece. So
This
the
is a custom
client
piece.
wanted a lantern look,
Yeah.
but much more elaborate than a lantern. So we basically created this and put all the lights on the inside of the unit.
Shane, actually, if you were a lamp,
What?
if a wizard turned you into a lamp, you would look like this. I
What
feel
the
like.
fuck?
Just a large, kind of like
Now
bent
that's-
over looming kind of guy.
That's
So
unbelievable.
wait, can you stand next to the lamp? Like if someone Beauty
It doesn't look
if
like
someone
me.
Beauty and the Beast did you would turn into this.
What are you talking about?
Could you just tilt forward a little? I think it's a match.
I was curious about this one. So this is
The Titanic.
big and long. And just these little crystal balls. I mean, that one also has quite a few.
He's big on the balls.
I am. The refraction on these things is, you just see so many different colors.
Can I touch one of these?
Yeah, of course.
See how heavy it is?
I didn't expect it to move. I thought they were all connected, but if you touch a singular ball, it actually moves.
Yeah, because it looks like they're each
I didn't realize they were
individually
hanging,
hung.
yeah.
And it comes off quite easy. You just, there's a connector attached
You're making
to
me
it.
nervous.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't drop that. I'm so, don't even choke. Let's look at this low-hanging beauty over here.
This looks like a gown.
What can we say about this? I like how the bulbs inside are sort of exploding.
Right. What makes it unique is that you don't have any lights in the exterior of the fixture. Everything is hidden inside the fixture.
And if you're below it, you really don't even see those bulbs because you've got this big covering of more of the balls covering the entire bottom. So if you're looking up at it, you're not really seeing the bulbs so much as just beautiful refraction and then this glow from inside the column.
You could gut the lights from the inside and like put it on top of like Lady Gaga and she could wear it to the Met Gala. You ever think about that?
Be a bit heavy, but
yeah,
she could do it.
she probably can handle it.
Meat's heavy.
She did wear meat.
Now, what would you say about one like this where it's primarily metal, a lot of sort of organic shapes?
Right, these are cast bronze chandeliers. That's their own genre, somewhat on the heavier side and more masculine, I would say.
I would be this chandelier then.
It's a mandelier.
I would be a mandelier.
Yeah.
Very gladiator-esque.
Do you have a preference for warm versus cold lights?
Warm lights.
Warm is nice.
Warm is nicer.
Sometimes if I go for a walk and you see a house and it's just got all cold lighting inside.
Yep.
How do you live?
I hear Bundy did that.
And the worst thing is sometimes you have one warm light and one cool light next to it. So you actually know how it's supposed
you know what
to
you're
be.
missing.
And, yeah.
What's this one?
This is a Murano. Yeah, this is made in an island off of Venice. So each one of these pieces is slightly different because the whole thing is hand-blown glass.
I was going to say, this beautiful slope.
If you look really closely inside the glass, you see all these little tiny gold fragments.
It's almost
that is
alien.
built into the glass.
Oh, yeah. Now, I noticed you've said a lot of these are from Italy, from France.
Yes, the big companies in France are Bergara and Saint Louis.
Yeah.
And Saint Louis is the oldest manufacturer of chandeliers. I think they started in 1519.
Oh, wow.
In the Strasbourg region of France.
Wow.
So if you get like a small Saint Louis fixture that's about this big, you're talking about $18,000 to $25,000.
Holy moly.
Yowza.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in America that's particularly known for its...
Iowa.
Iowa?
No.
Oh.
We don't make chandeliers here.
I'm about to go there.
All the big ones are Austrian, German, Czech, you know.
They've been around a lot longer, you know?
Yeah.
If I walked in here and I wanted to find like a one-of-a-kind unique piece, what would you point me to? Is there anything in here?
Well, it's like
a
showstopper. Personally, I like those wall sconces.
Oh,
These are
wow.
These are Art Deco German pieces, yeah.
This looks like what the Statue of Liberty is holding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or like a torch in Minecraft.
Yeah, there you go.
You look just like her. Now, what makes this so unique? Is it just very old?
No, it's just the workmanship. If you look at the details here on the stem, you see how slowly it begins and how it rotates and everything goes up in size. And just the patina and the finish and the glasswork. And you can see how the back plate perfectly matches the design of the fixture.
How old is this one?
1920s, early 20s.
20s?
Oh, wow.
A century old.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
These are from 1870s. These are also German.
These are 1870s?
1870s. The company was called Augustus in Berlin.
Boop.
When you look at this, you see all the detail here is hand painted.
You know what? This is actually the Shane lamp. This is the one that has the same kind of sloping, and then the head is a chandelier.
Well, that's very sweet of you to
It's better than the other one.
To jewel me up a little bit.
I think this is, but this still.
Because that one just had sort of a dumb old.
That one looked like a
lampshade.
rejected Pixar lamp.
But
this one kind of looks more like
This is
you.
beautiful. This is much more complimentary of my face.
I think so.
It's like looking in a mirror. I want to talk about this one. And I'm curious about that.
The lightsabers?
That's very cool.
Yeah, that actually is kind of like a lightsaber. When you light it up, the light actually starts at the top and just kind of travels down.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Can you
so
turn it on?
You have, no.
Damn. I'd love to see that.
The only problem is that it would work well at a nightclub.
Yeah.
Not so much in your house, where you just have lights just keep shooting
Yeah, it's
down
not the
tube.
vibe for
Depends.
salmon dinner with your wife.
But this is cool. You know, Galaxy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. So this one. Now, this one actually you said was pretty old, right?
Yeah, this is actually a mid-century Danish piece. And if you look
Really?
at it,
Wow. I would not have guessed that. I would have thought this was very
it
modern.
was designed to kind of look like a satellite. You think about the 50s, you had the whole space program. And this one, you can change the format on there. So all these pieces are not permanently attached. So you can slide it up or down and move it around.
Yeah,
so
because
you can,
it's almost like
On a slider.
so you can always change the shape and design of it.
the Danish, they got some other good work going on over there.
Pharmaceuticals,
Pharmaceuticals.
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
The whole Ozempic, it's
That's
Danish
Danish?
company. Yeah.
Wow.
And lamps. Yeah.
And lamps.
Ozempic and lamps.
They
Two
should be
strange-
very
And
proud.
Vikings.
Yeah, that's
Three
true.
things they're known
They
for.
got a lot
Yeah.
going on over there. Now, this is what you were referring to as sort
Yes.
of the creme de la creme. This was a custom.
Yes, it's 6.5 feet wide.
This thing is a
That's
girthy-
taller than me. It's wider than I am tall.
Yes,
It's a
and,
girthy
and the
guy.
height of it when it's fully dressed is at 12 feet. Right now, if you look at the top of it, there's no crystals, and the crystals on the bottom are close to the frame.
So they go even lower?
Yes, so they would all go all the way down to the floor, so it's going to be at 12 feet high.
I'd be so scared to stand under this.
Yes.
That thing comes crashing down. What a way to die.
Yeah.
3,000 pounds.
Wow.
Ryan, hold one of these.
They got some weight to them.
This is pretty big, and I'm wondering how you actually got it in here, because the doors are normal-sized doors.
Yes.
Right. So all the pieces come individually, and then it would take about a couple of days to assemble the frame together, connect all the wires, and then about 3 to 4 days to dress it with all the crystals.
Wow. Do you believe crystals attract spirits?
I hope not.
Do you believe
Right.
in ghosts?
I have not met one yet, so I don't know.
Well, it's a great day for feeling happy. I chose the wrong day for getting the blues. I thank the Lord that it ain't raining, 'cause I got all these holes in my shoes. The birds are all cheap chirping. It's like they got nothing to lose. Well, it's a great day for feeling happy. Ain't no day for getting the blues.
As Payman mentioned, they can electrify virtually any object under the sun. So we brought in a specialty item to let them do their thing.
And now we're joined by Carlos.
Yeah.
You've been here since 1990.
Exactly.
And what do you do here?
I do everything. I have
You do it all?
Yes. I do repairs. I am salesman too.
I see, okay.
I do installations.
And I would say installations are probably a pretty hefty job, because you got to sort of break things apart and then set them up.
Lots of balls.
Yes.
Lots of balls, lots of juggling.
Yes.
Well, we've brought a custom object today. I don't think you'll have an issue with this. This is something that we found over the weekend and that we'd really like. We'd like to see it shine. This is a diving bell from back in the day. I think if we maybe give, oh yeah, that comes right off. This is probably what we'd be working with. So I guess work your magic and tell us what you're doing here.
Okay, for this one, sometimes we ask to the customer how many feet they want it. Sometimes the people say, oh, it's close to the wall. Sometimes they want just 4 feet above the wire.
I see.
But the regular standard is 6 feet.
So this we're probably just going to keep on a shelf, and we don't need anything fancy here. We're just looking to get a little illumination in this bad boy.
6 feet. Okay.
feels nice.
Got it right here.
Oh, wow, look at the speed.
So now you're stripping the wire, it looks like.
Yes.
It's got those wire strippers. No, I've done some wire stripping myself, but never this fast. It's like
What
you do
are you?
this.
What are you?
it's
What
a
are you?
2D
What are you making?
I used to be an electrician on set.
He was a gaffer.
No, I wasn't a guy. I wasn't that high up. I was a best
He
boy
was a
electric.
Oh, look at this go. You guys are probably very careful with these things because the risk of electrifying yourself, the risk is real.
Speed and wiring doesn't go hand in hand.
Yes.
No, you know.
Here it is.
What are some of the crazier things people have brought in to be turned into lights? Anything?
Yeah, what's the craziest thing you've electrified?
We've had a drum set.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
neat.
On the back of every cymbal, there was a light, and inside the drums, there was
Inside
a
the
light,
drums.
and we actually installed it on the ceiling. And
That's cool. Anyone ever brought like a taxidermied animal in to turn into a lamp?
not yet, no. We might refuse that.
Well, it's legal, probably.
So this is just a rudimentary version of
Yeah.
quick way of connecting.
I'm sure when you've
the
got more
socket.
time and the cameras aren't rolling,
Yes, you would have a whole different system.
but we're just
and
like, put
canopy
a
to
light bulb
cover it.
in our helmet, please. Look at that.
So this is ready.
This is gonna run. Now you have to connect that to some sort of plug,
Now
right?
the
Oh, it's going right there. Yeah. I don't know nothing about electric, how it works, how we figured it out.
It makes me nervous every time.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. It's so satisfying to twist the wires. you
Yeah, it
know?
really is.
And one light right here, because this one has a lock too.
Yes.
It's a little lock, because if you put it exactly like this, sometimes the customers put like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
This is no good.
That's why
so-
they recommend you never yank them.
Yes.
Don't yank on the wire.
Take
yes.
it by the plug, everybody. We learned this in 2nd grade.
Look at that.
So that anchors it in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's lock.
Yeah.
That's good.
Has a
That ain't
little
going
lock
nowhere.
exactly right.
Are
It's not
all
going
plugs
nowhere.
like that, or is this something they?
No, this
sort
is
of-
this is the new one.
Yeah. So now
old
they're,
one's no
they're
locks.
trying to combat people
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, idiot-proofing it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I
And
can't
now
wait
we-
for this helmet to turn on.
I know.
Right?
Look at that.
Right.
Strong.
Now we put it back the cap,
Oh, and we're almost
the
ready.
screws.
Should we put it on its little base
Yes.
to really sell the whole? Oh, that's nice.
Okay, now we connect it right here.
Oh,
That looks great.
look at that. That is really nice. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
Easy peasy.
This was an impressive turnaround. You did this in, I don't know, a few minutes flat.
Yeah.
You had easy access here, obviously holes. Normally when someone brings something in, you have to sort of strategically drill,
Yeah.
find an entry point.
Yeah.
And obviously everything doesn't also have, you know, this has nice little windows. The ice cream you had sort of translucent so you can kind of see it. How do you add a light to something that might not be quite as, you know,
Like a
see-through?
taxidermy animal.
Yes, let's say a taxidermy, put a little lamp on its
We
head,
just
right?
Exactly. We
Yeah.
just put a lamp on the outside.
Yeah.
He's trying to turn his pet into a jack-o'-lantern. You guy's a weirdo.
And the new fashion now, you can use a smart light bulb too. You can control with your phone. And different colors.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Wow.
You can make it a blue light like it's under the
Exactly.
sea.
Well, I can't thank you both enough. Genuinely had a great time today. I've always wanted to pop in
Pleasure.
here, and this was just so rewarding. Carlos, thank you so much. Payman.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you're in Los Angeles, I beg you to stop by George's Lighting. This is just an absolute treat. And
Great.
what you looked like you were about to say something.
Well, I was gonna say, so how do we load some of these into my car?
Oh, we'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you both again. so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
anytime.
Wow, what a day.
It was a good day.
It was a dream come true
This is awesome.
for me. It was really fun.
I feel like Rebecca Ferguson in Dune 2.
Now, why? What is?
Because she's got the face crystal mask.
You're right.
Gosh,
You do feel like that.
you don't know movies.
I'd been waiting to do this my whole life.
Your whole life, huh?
Well, since I moved out here in 2014.
Which is when your life began.
Yeah, in many ways it did. Ryan, I can't thank you enough for just a wonderful season together.
Thank you for bringing me back to life.
Yeah.
I know I passed away there for a
You
second.
did, but we got out the little defibrillator. We got you going again. We electrified you. I
That's
guess
right.
you could say.
You did, yeah, you did electrify me.
Well, hey, thank you for joining us for this truly weird, wonderful season.
Oh man, it's been a blast, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Hey folks, if you want to watch the full season of Weird Wonderful World right now, ad-free, along with other bonus content, head over to watchertv.com to subscribe and see all our content a whole month early.
Wow! Thanks, estranged producer Shane Madej.
And who are you?
You know who I am, you piece of shit.
Who's this guy? I thought we were friends.